What's it called?
Squid Game.
Squid Game. So we might be checking out Squid Game tonight. Let us know what you think about that down in the comments, because by the time we've edited this video and uploaded it, we probably still wouldn't have watched very much. So let us know if you think that's good and it's worth watching. But yeah, that's probably it for today, isn't it, Kira?
I can't believe that you're actually saying that you want to watch a Korean show.
That is true. I've always been against it.
I ever thought you'd say that. Good morning.
It is Tuesday today.
Yes.
Tuesday the 5th. We're going home in 3 days, but we're now down south, as we mentioned yesterday.
In Cala Des Moines.
Cala Des Moines is where we're staying. We're heading to 2 beaches today. The first beach is the one we went to yesterday when it was raining, which is Cala Lombards. So hopefully the weather is nicer today, so hopefully it's going to be a lot nicer there. And then we're going to Cala del Moro.
We're going to hit 2 beaches, or maybe even 3, right? Depending on the weather.
We're pushing it, I think, but yeah, at least 2. At least 2 is the plan. Yeah, let's get going.
Yeah. We had a bit of a slow start with Kira this morning. She's been a little bit grumpy today because she didn't sleep too well last night. And when we got here, we actually let her nap in the car for a little bit longer. But now we are happier, I think. Yeah? We're ready to explore. Are we? We got here at 11 and now it's 11:45. It's starting to get more and more crowded. There are still some spots on the beach, but obviously there were more free spots before. So definitely if you want a place to yourself, come here early. These houses, well not houses, what are these? These are like...
They're boat houses. This is where they park the boats.
These boat houses are still a bit in the shade, so it's quite nice, especially for us with Kira. We need a little bit of shade. But yeah, definitely come early.
So one thing that we always try to do when we come to the beach is not sit on the beach with all the people because, you know, I'm not really sure why actually, but we never like to do that. Instead, we like to find somewhere where there's basically no one around us, nearer to clear water rather than at the beach. So, I don't know if you can see Eva in the background there, but she's somewhere around about there, up on a rock. That's the point where we're gonna sit for a few hours and enjoy the sun. I think Kira's asleep. I just popped back to the car to get this camera because we forgot it. But yeah, that's what we like to do. And here they are, enjoying the sunshine. And that's right, Kira is asleep. We love it when she falls asleep at the beach because we can just relax and get some time to ourselves. It's amazing.
Oh, we're such bad parents. Hey Brett.
Yeah?
It's a baby shark.
Baby shark.
Brett's the biggest donut in the world. Cause you didn't bring a spare battery and our camera died.
Camera's dead. We
No more
always
photos.
carry our Wondered backpack, which is an amazing backpack, and that has a spare battery in it. And we always carry that with us, but because we're carrying this baby backpack thing, we're not carrying that because the camera gear fits in there. And yeah, camera's dead, so that's it for today in terms of photos anyway.
We're gonna head back to our hotel where we're staying. We weren't planning to head back to our hotel, but because our battery's dead, we're gonna go head back, grab some lunch, grab our battery, and then hit another beach. Our sweet Peanut has just woken up from her morning nap. Hi!
Say good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning! Do you know where you are? You're still half asleep? Are you still half asleep? Kira, do you want some milk? Final thoughts on this beach are that... Oh my gosh, my hat!
It's very windy. No, but seriously, final thoughts are that it's absolutely amazing. It's a lot better in the day when the sun's out than when it's not, because yesterday it was raining, today it's not, and it's so much better. I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Parking is super easy. Car park's right here. It's a bit muddy because it was raining yesterday, but yeah, it's amazing. There's places to jump in. The water is turquoise blue, super clear. To be honest, I think it's as good as any beach we've been to in Mallorca, no?
Yeah, and there's food here, which is pretty good if you're not really into packing your own food.
It's around 24 minutes to get back to the hotel. We're gonna go recharge all our stuff and then head back either to this beach or another beach. All right, we're back at it today and we're heading to Cala Des Moines, which is the beach that I've been wanting to visit the most, to be honest with you. People say that the water here is the clearest in the island, so we can't wait to go and check it out.
We were planning to come to this beach yesterday, but Kira's been a little bit under the weather and we spent quite a lot of the day yesterday getting her to nap and also grabbing her some antibiotics. So yeah, but she's feeling much better now, thankfully, and she's ready to hit the beaches with us.
If anything, it's a reality check really, that, you know, we're here, it's so nice, we've been like hitting up all these nice places, But, you know,
The most important thing.
yeah, the most important thing is family and that Kira's healthy. So yeah, we hit up the GP at 3 AM either last night, I think. No, the night before last night. And we were there for a couple of hours. They gave us a prescription, however, the prescription wasn't right. So the next morning when we went to go and get the drugs, when the pharmacy opened, they told us that the prescription had to be on official paperwork, and it wasn't. We then had to go back to the GP, to the doctor or whatever, get the proper prescription, go back and get the drugs. So yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. And in the end, turns out, because he was a doctor, she can actually prescribe the drugs herself, can't you?
Yeah, I wish we knew that before. Would have saved us a lot of money.
Are we going the right way?
It ended up costing us 75 euros just to see a doctor to get a prescription. And the antibiotics that we got were only 185, I think it was, right?
Yeah, super cheap.
Yeah, so instead of paying 185 for just the antibiotics, we ended up paying like 77 euros just to see a doctor, which we didn't need to see.
So anyway, back to Cala Des Moines, which we're heading to now. A little bit of information. We found a nice spot on Google Maps where we thought we could park because we noticed the car park was far away. We tried to go a different route to get closer to the actual beach, but there was like no entry signs on all of the roads that we tried to go down. So don't try that. Go to the main car park, and from there, it seems like it's about a 15-minute walk. So it's down some paved roads and everything, but they just don't allow tourists to drive down here. I think it's for residents only, which is fair enough. So yeah, bit of a hike, but I think it's gonna be worth it.
We've been walking now for about 10 minutes. The road became a non-road and it's become this sketchy path. So not a good idea if you've got a stroller or a pram. I think we're about another 5 minutes off. Oh no, I take that back. I can see the sea already.
Probably gonna take 5 minutes to get there though.
Oh, okay. Probably another 5 minutes to get to the bottom, but the end is near.
So from the photos that we saw online, this beach looked like it has some sand that you can sit on, but I guess the tide is too high right now because everyone sat on the rocks at the back. But yeah, I guess the tide will lower, tide will go down and everyone will sit on the beach. But for us, it doesn't make that much difference because we always like to find somewhere further out from the beach that we can jump into the water. So happy days for us. All right, now we have found the best spot at this beach to take a photo. The sun is shining a bit too much here. You can see it like on the water, but looking this way, it's absolutely perfect. So Kira and Evie sat down there. I took them down there, made sure that it was safe. They're not going to move until I get back. Ready to help them? Yeah, check it out. We're now going to move around to the other side of the beach. Kira has decided that she's had enough here. And yeah, so we're moving on. It is a bit sketchy, this walk. So we're being super careful, but we're moving on.
Let's go first. This is still the way towards the beach down there. It gets narrower and narrower, but it's so beautiful.
We've made it to the other side of the beach and yeah, it's really, really busy. This is the queue right here, getting all the way down. The tide has gone out now a little bit, but still no space on the beach for anyone to sit. It doesn't, I mean, the water looks so inviting, but the queue and the people and the congestion down there, not so much. So we're trying to decide whether we should actually head down or go to another beach. What are we thinking?
I think we can go to another beach.
Another beach? Let's go. So here we go, this is the top, this is the point where you go down. These are the people queuing to get down. And yeah, pretty busy, but pretty insane. We're back at the top of the hike now and onto the flat road. Coming up there was a lot harder than going down, especially with this big backpack. It's got all our camera gear in it and everything. Yeah, it was pretty heavy, pretty sweaty, so we're taking a bit of a break in the shade.
I think if there's one thing to remember though, it's definitely that you have to come really early. I think by 9. Would you say?
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
I think 9 would be good because now some people are leaving the beach, but way more people are going down to it.
Yeah.
Than the number who are leaving. So it's just getting busier and busier, and people just pack like sardines on that beach, which is not great in COVID times.
And I mean, that's well known anyway, isn't it? The middle of the day gets busier, but especially for photos. And if you want to see like the idyllic shots that you see all over Instagram and everything, get there early.
Final thoughts on this place. We've been here for an hour. We've loved it. We chilled a little bit at the top, decided not to go down because the queue was insane. Probably one of the nicest, bluest waters we've ever seen, and it's shallow for a really long time. So it's really good, especially for kids. There were loads of kids there. Definitely worth coming. We've made it to today's second beach. This beach is called Es Tronc, and so far we feel like we've hacked it because we drove down the lane, well, the track, whatever you want to call it, the dirt track, and the car park, it was €7 to get into the car park, but there was another road that went to a restaurant, and we drove down there and we've parked for free.
I mean, we want to eat anyway, so we're assuming that if we eat at the restaurant, then it's going to be free parking. So happy days. This beach isn't like the other beaches that we've been to so far in Mallorca, because this is one of the most famous ones, and it's known for being extremely long, sandy, no cliffs or anything like that. So we're heading down now. We're assuming that it's only a few minutes down this down here, and then we'll get there. So as promised, it looks like it's going to be a nice white sand beach. The water looks good. And yeah, let's get these flip-flops off and let's get some sand between our feet. It's lunchtime, and as always, Kira's getting her lunch first. She has got rice cereal with, what's that, Eves?
Sweet potato and chickpea with mac.
From Ella's Kitchen. We brought a load of them from the UK. They're like the best things. You don't have to refrigerate them. You can keep them in the suitcase and everything, so happy days. Kira's having her lunch.
Oh God.
What do you think about this beach then?
It's so nice. I think this is my favorite one so far.
Really?
Yeah,
this is my least favorite.
What?
Yeah.
I think it's just more chill. Like, there's so much more space. Everyone's more spread out. Yeah, you have to deal with some naked people here. But look at the water. It's so nice, and it's so shallow for so long. Look out there, like those kids playing there. I think it's really, really nice. It's a bit wavy today, but...
So I guess the conclusion of that conversation is that it depends what you like. If you like beaches that are practical, easy to get to, you can come with a pram, good with a baby, yeah, then something like this and trunk would be brilliant if you're in Mallorca. But if you want something a bit more special, that's harder to get to, maybe involves some hiking, check out the other ones. I guess? Does that make sense? A bit more of an adventure. A bit more of an adventure for sure. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want that though?
Why not?
There's also more snacks and restaurants available on this beach right down by the water. So there's that little hut over there that's got snacks, and then where we came out from our car park, which is like 100 meters that way, there's a proper restaurant. So definitely food and stuff like that is way more accessible, way better here. And you don't need to bring a picnic, because we never do that and we're starving. So we're gonna be heading to some food in a minute.
We just got to our third and final beach of the day, which is Mondrago? Cala Mondrago. Apparently this is where we first came when we came to Mallorca, like what, 5 years ago, Brett?
Something like that. The hotel that we stayed in was literally at the bottom of the beach here.
Which is crazy.
We're here at 6 o'clock, so the sun has like started to set, sort of thing. It's in a national park as well, so you do have to pay to park, usually. But we saw the prices and we're only going to be here for like an hour or so since the sun's setting. And we decided to go back up the road a little bit. We drove for about 2 minutes and we found roadside parking, and then walked down. The walk took us about 6 minutes. And yeah, it's a really, really nice beach actually. But as I said, we can't really compare it to the others because the lighting isn't the same and the water doesn't look the same, but the vibes here are brilliant. There is also some really cool spots to jump in here. You've got all of the cliffs all the way around. They're not the highest, but I remember from when we came 5 years ago, the opposite side of this little bit here, on the other side of there's some pretty high cliffs to jump down on. So yeah, good for cliff jumping, that's for sure. But right now, yeah, the sea's pretty calm. All right, it is our last day here at Allure Suites and our last day in Mallorca. We're catching a flight in around 4 hours. Yeah. So having a quick breakfast. We're just cleaning Kira's high chair, and then we'll be off. Kira, what are you doing? You grabbing the microphone, eh? Grabbing the microphone. Say bye, Mallorca. Have you had a good time? Yeah? Did you enjoy the beaches and the mountains and everything? Yeah? So thanks for watching the Mallorca vlog, and we'll see you next time. Say bye.